Why, hello there, scholars. Welcome back. This is number 13 in our Journey Across Canada vlog, Signal Hill to St. John's. Alright guys, figured out since number 13, the last one, might try and make this one a little weirder. But yeah, number 13, unlucky 13, lucky depends on if you're Italian or not, I guess. Thankfully I'm Italian, so all is good there. But yeah, we're going from Signal Hill to St. John. That's St. John's, Newfoundland, not St. John's, New Brunswick. And it's the capital and largest city of Newfoundland and Labrador. It is also the oldest English routing city in North America. Now, this video, there's lots to talk about. St. John's and Newfoundland in general are a very nice place. And since the last one, I want to talk about my experiences, as well as give you information on the town. So, St. John's had a population of 200,000 people as of 2011, and the St. John's metropolitan area is the second largest metropolitan area in Atlantic Canada, second after Halifax, which I mentioned in my video about Halifax. So if you haven't watched that, go watch that and you'll learn a lot. Now, Newfoundland was claimed as an English colony in the name of Elizabeth I in 1583, and attacked 3 times by the French, who captured and destroyed settlements. This, I believe, is why the Signal Hill is there, partially because to help ward off all the attacks. Now, St. John's as a province was gravely affected their economy in the 1990s by the collapse of the northern cod fishery, which had been driving the provincial economy for hundreds of years. After high unemployment rates and depopulation, the city's proximity to the oil fields and other places has led to an economic boom that spurred population growth and commercial development. As a result of all this, the St. John's area now accounts for about half the province's economic output. Now, as I'm writing this, it's about 8:30 at night, and it's our last day. We're planning on spending tonight, and then we're going to fly back to Toronto so I can have my graduation, which is next week. Anyways, St. John's is referred to as North America's oldest city. It's the oldest settlement in North America to hold the city status, and the settlement beginning, I believe, about sometime around 1620. That's almost 400 years ago. Now, there's a lot about the history of St. John's. There are people immigrating there. There was in 1583 when Sir Humphrey Gilbert claimed the area as England's first overseas colony under the Royal Charter of Queen Elizabeth. There was also fishermen in 1620 who controlled most of Newfoundland's east coast, and the city was destroyed by fire several times. The most famous of those is the Great Fire of 1892. And as I mentioned in my previous video, Guglielmo Marconi received the first transatlantic wireless signal in St. John's on December 1901 from his wireless station in Cornwall. Now, St. John's is located along the coast of the Atlantic Ocean. I put a picture up at the beginning there. That's a map. If you want to go back and check, then you can just look at right now. We should be about 3 minutes and 40 seconds in, so you can always come back here. And the city covers an area of 450 square kilometers, and it's the most easterly city. It's the most easterly city in North America, excluding Greenland. Now, the downtown area lies to the north of the St. John's Harbor, and the rest of the city expands from the downtown to the north, south, east, and west. So, it's located based on what's in the middle, and everything expands outwards in all directions. There are many different coniferous trees here, as it's along the ocean, and due to the native vegetation. Those include the black spruce, the white spruce, and the balsam fir, and the largest of these trees is the white birch. Sorry there. Now, St. John's is a humid continental climate with cool to warm summers and relatively mild winters, which is due to the Gulf Stream moderation. The temperatures range from -5 degrees in February to about 15, 16, 20 degrees in August. So, it's about the same as one other town we went to. Let me just check. Yeah, it's about the same as Halifax. They're both along a water border. Now, St. John's experiences a mild winter season in comparison to other Canadian cities, and has the mildest winter for a city outside British Columbia. So as you can see there, the mildest winters are on the farthest east we can get, and the farthest west we can get, due to how they're surrounded by the waters. As you can see here, the architecture in the picture that I'm going to show up now, and a picture of houses that I'm going to show you guys later. One second there, someone's at my door, I'll be right back.